Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome everyone to the Frag and Gill podcast and radio show. I'm Frag,
And I'm Gil.
and today we have a slurry of topics to talk about. Right now, we're going to start out with some numbers. Gil, do you want to give our listeners what's going on in the stock market right now?
Yeah, I got you. You got the S&P 500 is up 0.72% to 3,857.90. The Dow 30 is up 0.79% to 30,965.630. You got the NASDAQ up 13,718.97, which is up 0.80%. And we also have silver over here. It will come up real quick.
Here, I can get silver.
Oh, you got silver? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's loading right now.
Silver right now, asking price $26.19. Gold is at it's at a 3 month low of $1,700 and $1,796.21. And finally, platinum is at $1,106.63. Honestly, I like what gold's doing. You know, silver too. It can keep on falling.
All right, let it come on down some more, and we'll start scooping some of that up if we can get our hands on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm looking at buying silver.
What have they got the premiums for going these days?
Oh, so premiums. How much we all love premiums, right? American Silver Eagles, it's staying set at about 11. That's about what it was at yesterday.
Yeah, about the same, man.
Mm-hmm. To our listeners right now, if you do not know what an American Silver Eagle is, I got one right here for you. This is the world's most popular coin, ladies and gentlemen, right here. That's why they charge $11 over fucking spot price.
Spot price.
God bless.
Yeah, God bless America on that one. Somebody's making some money.
Somebody's making some money, and it ain't me.
Yeah, it ain't me either.
All right, but to our listeners out there, I do have something to inform you about is generic silver. So this right here is a generic silver bar, 1 ounce. It has the same amount of silver as the American Silver Eagle. Yet this pupper right here will cost you $30 versus this bad boy that's going to cost you $37. The reason why it's going to cost you $37 is because it's backed by the U.S. Mint, made by the U.S. Mint, so it has government backing. It's official U.S. currency. All right. So, Gil, you ready to transition into our first topic?
Yeah, what you got for us?
So, what I got for you? So, New Jersey is opening up and relaxing on indoor gatherings on Friday. 2 days.
Well, it's just about time somebody started relaxing on some of this mess. I know everybody's about tired of it.
Yeah. Will you be watching the Super Bowl?
Maybe not. We'll see.
We'll see.
Just the Buccaneers in Kansas
City.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That should be a pretty good one.
The first time in Super Bowl history that a team is playing in their home stadium. Really. And it's old Tom Brady.
Oh, they're playing down there in Tampa?
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom lives in Tampa, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, she does.
She going to the game?
I don't know. We'll find out real quick.
All right. Well, he's finding out what could this mean for financials. New Jersey was the second hardest hit state in the beginning of the coronavirus when it comes to cases. In August, they were already up to 15,000 deaths, just short of New York that had over 30,000 deaths. With that being said, since one of the epicenters is starting to open up again, this might mean that stocks like U.S. foods, anything that has to do with restaurants and individual restaurants and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, you might be looking at something. Some things are going to start rising. What do you think, Gil?
She may do it, get some more earnings coming in, get everybody, more people back to work than they have, keep things rolling, or
Yeah,
get rolling again, I should say.
yeah, absolutely. It's been, it's definitely been a or was it trivial, whatever.
What, past year or
Yeah.
so forth?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Um,
Holy crap.
what?
Mom is not going. He said, can I borrow 20K for a ticket?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's an investment, huh?
Yeah.
20K.
I think I'll sit on the couch for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Transitioning into our next topic, uh, the UK testing Pfizer and other vaccine combinations. What do you think about that one?
I don't know. We better not end up like that movie I Am Legend with Will Smith. Watch his zombies running around here.
Oh Lord.
But hey, if it works, it works. More power to them.
Yeah. Are you going to be getting the vaccine?
No, probably not till they make me.
Really?
I don't get the flu shot. Well, I'm not gonna get this one.
True.
hmm
I would have to say that I am willing to get that vaccine.
hmm
And the first chance I get, I'm getting it. And then
Oh.
I'm going to keep our listeners updated with what's going on.
hmm
Personally, I did get the coronavirus. I got it in April. Uh, it was like the worst cold I had ever had. Personally, my own personal experience. It shortness of breath, lack of smell, lack of taste, and then like me personally, my head congestion. It felt like my head was going to explode.
hmm
Um, but with that being said, I had mild symptoms compared to the vast majority of individuals.
hmm
You know,
Yeah, you'll hear about some people, but they'll just be fine. They'll just have the sniffles going about their day, and you'll see other people that puts them on their ass,
hmm
and they get done for a few days.
yeah, and then it's killed what damn near 500,000,
Yeah, something like that.
and that's in the United States alone. My condolences go out to every family that's lost somebody. Um,
hmm
you know, it sucks for all of us, but for you, if you lost somebody or have been personally affected by the coronavirus in some um, adverse fashion, Gil and I give you guys out our deepest condolences.
Yep.
Speaking of coronavirus, West Virginia, in their success story, they have used local pharmacies. They have used the National Guard. Why, Gil, do you think that West Virginia has been so successful?
Well, it's probably because instead of relying on all the big companies, they were trying to rely on what Walgreens, CVS, and all them.
hmm
You ain't got those. You got to find other ways to get that thing out there. I mean, they found a way. It worked, and apparently it's been successful for them.
Yeah.
Everybody else take notes.
Do you think it has anything to do with the culture itself?
Yeah, it's possible. Move one little town to the next little town. Everybody knows everybody, so everybody's going to try to help each other out.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean,
And that kind of dwells within the contrast of where you are from compared to where I'm from. Because
mm,
I'm from Indiana and conversed back and or went back and forth from Chicago throughout my adolescence and
mm-hmm.
childhood. Um, I experienced a whole different lifestyle compared to you. Like, where are you from?
From the suburbs of Birmingham, Alabama. Be a whole different world than Chicago up there.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even the weather. Can you elaborate on like what your weekly life was like as an adolescent?
High school years is go to high school. Friday nights, everybody just hanging out in like a parking lot somewhere doing hood rat activities. What high schoolers do. Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
know how it is.
Hmm.
There ain't a whole bunch to do. Everybody just gonna find somewhere to hang out till get run off.
Yeah, true. You were an Eagle Scout, right?
Yep.
What was that experience like?
It's fun. You learn along the way and whatnot, and
Hmm.
get all your community service hours in, getting all that mess and
Hmm.
whatnot. It's a good time.
Do you feel like it helped you with your personal development?
I'm sure it has. I probably just ain't realized it yet.
No, yeah. Like most
Mm,
things with most people
yeah.
at our ages.
Hmm.
Transitioning into our next topic, it's about social media.
Oh boy.
Myanmar, which had just recently gone through a military coup that overthrew the
Oh shoot,
government.
that was just a few days ago.
Hmm.
Mm,
They blocked Facebook because they
okay.
because they said it was inciting violence against the new
Hmm.
government. What do you think? What kind of repercussions do you think that would have throughout the market when it comes to Facebook?
When it comes to pay, it depends on how big of a market share they have in Miramar. I don't know what's the users have Miramar compared to worldwide. If it's like
Hmm.
2-3%, I don't see it hurting them very much. And if
Yeah,
it gets bigger, I don't know the population of Miramar and how it affects numbers at Facebook. I don't.
yeah. So Myanmar, they are also known as Burma. Um, if you've ever seen Rambo 4, that's where
Yeah.
that takes place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have always had a topsy turvy, government over there, and I think that shit. If you, I don't think that Facebook's going to take much of a hit. I don't think Facebook's going to blink an eye,
I don't think they will.
but it was in the world news, so
Mm-hmm.
just something to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Also, India, they have a farmer strike, and celebrities such as Rihanna and other individuals have jumped on the bandwagon of the support the protest, no matter what it's for. Support the protest. How do you think that may affect? Because even the Indian government issued a statement saying, please don't comment on the situation unless you are completely informed about what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not completely informed, so I don't really have very many comments on that one. So,
Mm. Yeah, no kidding.
yeah, it's
That's a
like
prime
what?
example.
Uh-huh. I mean, what are they actually striking? They want more money. They not getting the equipment they need. Like what? Like what's their deal?
Yeah, I see. I'm not sure neither. I seen the headline and I figured that it would be something pretty decent to talk about just because
Mm-hmm.
of, the volatility of the world that's been within the
Mm-hmm.
last, month or so, 2 months. Is just
Mm-hmm.
it's been outrageous, from Black Lives Matter to the attack on the Capitol, to
And everything in between.
and everything in between, within countries. Countries in Europe are protesting against lockdown orders in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we have we as a society, as a world, because at this point we got the World Wide Web, so everybody uses it. So the society, I believe, is the world. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we have we have we have been kind of caged, and now since we have been caged, it's time to break out of the cage.
Yeah, everybody's tired of being caged up, and everybody wants out. And everybody, man,
Hmm.
screw this. We're gonna go out there and burn this place to the ground or something. Like, you
Uh,
don't let us out.
yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. All right, transitioning back into the home front. Um, we got some wicked weather coming.
Another one of them polar vortexes coming down from up north.
Absolutely, absolutely. So to all our friends and listeners in the Midwest, to get ready to brace yourselves. from our boys in Omaha to Chicago, Indiana, all the
Mhm.
way up to Long Island. You guys are about to get another bitter cold week.
So you better watch your behind down there in Wilmington. They're talking about it getting cold here in Chattanooga down into the single digits.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's next weekend
Mm-mm.
or next week sometime, if I remember right.
I'm not ready.
No,
I'm not
you
ready.
shoot it ain't been out of the 40s here, and I don't know, probably last week.
Really.
Yeah,
I tell you
shoot,
what.
it's been in the mid 30s the last few days, and just like, this is getting old.
Really.
Hmm.
I tell you what. I don't think I put lotion on my knees in the last 4 months.
Hmm.
You could light a match off my kneecap, man.
I
It's bad.
heard that. Shoot, you probably do that off my hands right now. They're so damn dried up and cracked and stuff.
um, you know, it's interesting the way that like our bodies like dry out in this cold weather.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just because like
Go ahead.
the lack of moisture.
Hmm.
Like you ever see them crackheads that got the ashy lips?
Yep.
Lips ashy, look like you're eating
Uh-huh.
powdered donuts or some shit.
Like, man, what were y'all doing? You remember that Gunny when we were 38 that always had the ashy head? It was always cracked and peeling. I forget it.
You got a
Like,
little
bruh.
patch on it. You know, like them old Wild West movies.
Mhm.
What's up, Gunny? Oh Lord.
Lord.
Yeah, the Marine Corps, man. I think that definitely shaped almost every aspect of my life and how I live.
Hmm.
Would you say the same?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. I'll give you an example. So yesterday, the I had a leak in my roof, right?
Oh Lord.
I know. So we called the HOA and we got the roofing people out here. And you know how I have that giant picture or painting of Vercingetorix throwing down arms at the feet of Julius Caesar.
Oh yeah.
I will show you guys that painting eventually. It's massive.
Oh yeah. I see you got your coin collection up there now.
Yes, yes, as you guys can see. But he was it's kind of funny. So he graduated from the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, with a degree in history. And he decided that he was going to fucking start a roofing business. His partner has a degree in biology. So I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, like, what are you guys doing? Like, why aren't you using your guys' degree? I didn't ask, but that just went through my head. But he knew quite a bit about that painting, and he really appreciated the painting. But I mean, isn't it crazy to think that you spent all that money at a
You're not even doing the same crap now. You're in a whole different world from biology doing roofing.
Yeah, but that's just like your what is it? Your cousin that got a PhD in what?
History.
History? Isn't it like history of the?
It was something weird. I don't remember exactly what it was.
History of like the corned beef sandwich or something like that.
That's very possible.
history of Duck Duck Goose.
I hope she sees this now.
Hey, what's her name?
Don't worry about it. If she watches, she'll know.
Shout out. We're just making jokes.
Yeah, no offense to anybody.
Yeah, no offense to anybody. It's comedic banter. That's what we call it. I mean, if you get offended by comedy, then hey, I'm sorry about it. You know.
Yeah, if you don't like what we say, go somewhere else.
Yeah. But everybody's inclusive.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome, and leave a comment below.
So
TikTok. warns against misinformation. Do you think it's censorship?
Oh, probably. You don't know what to believe anymore. You got news groups knowing yada, 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 and they don't know. You see 4 different things from 5 different places, and like, what's going on there?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got all your fact checkers, and it's like, okay, what's true, what's not. So, man, who knows?
Absolutely. I definitely believe that I think it will end up affecting the price of the businesses, especially if they get caught up. Their fact checkers get caught up manipulating the truth, and it ends up coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at big losses if if that comes. And that's personally why I don't invest in Facebook or
no,
Twitter.
I wouldn't mess with those right now.
I wouldn't mess with them at all. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Maybe when like they first IPO'd way back when, made major money off of it, sell and be done with them.
Yeah.
And you got you a chunk of change sitting there.
Right. But now they're just so volatile.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, tomorrow something could happen.
Mm-hmm. They could say one thing and that share price goes to the floor.
Yeah. But
it's just kind of crazy to think about. You have somebody say one thing and that just stock price just go down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like yesterday I spent, so on Apple they have like how long you've spent on each app and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent about 35 minutes on Facebook yesterday.
Mm-hmm. That's more than I did.
Shoot.
By a long shot.
Well, yeah, but you're a lot more of a busy bee than me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I was surprised to think that I spent that much time, and I can't tell you a single thing that I read on there.
Mm-hmm. It's just full of junk, is what it is. That's why it's like, why bother getting on it?
You know, I have an upcoming assignment for English, and my teacher wanted me to make a meme. I'm sitting here thinking like, what am I gonna make? Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
What am I gonna talk about?
What good does making that meme do for me?
Especially when it comes to writing and in the English portion, what is it?
Oh, is this an English class they wanted you to do that? What's the point, man?
I have no idea. I mean, and the thing is that compared to my peers, like, there isn't anything that I'm gonna say that's gonna be funny to them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll have a laugh at their expense.
Oh yeah.
You know, I guess that's what comedy is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but for the most part, I mean, shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good meme.
Oh yeah, it's very hilarious. But why spend the time making one for English class?
I guess just because I'm getting a grade for it.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that'd be the only reason.
And I'm getting paid to go to school, so I guess I got to treat it like a job.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I've definitely lacked discipline when it comes to schooling lately.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'm taking a biology, a chemistry, an English, and then a personal finance class.
Mm-hmm.
And the personal finance class is golden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm moving and grooving in personal finance. Oh, excuse me.
And the rest of it, you're just kind of like, man, I don't know about this crap. Why?
I'm hooking and jabbing through it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
God bless America. I'm hooking and jabbing. Oh, I tell you what, it's gotten to the point where, dude, I go to read something, and I'll read like 3 words, and then I'll be off cyberspace.
Be off in Wawa land thinking about who knows what.
Dude, I'm I'm on Mrs. Frizzle's magic school bus. I'm just like gone. You ever see those old like 1980s pictures of like the person like looking like off into like space or something? And, like,
I think so.
And then it'll be like one of him like there, and then it'll be another one of him like facing or whatever.
They're gonna put you on the posters, aren't they now?
I'm gonna be on the cover of What Not to Do in
At college.
How not to college. Dude, I hate it, man. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like it's like I'm surrounded by a bunch of, you know, like for example, I met a nice little young lady, and I was talking to her about, you know, what I wanted to do, and I told her, I said, I want financial freedom. I don't, and so she asked, like, what classes am I taking? What's my major? And I told her, well, my major's biology, but I'm supplementing my my electives with real estate, personal finance, business management, you know, whatever I can do to, you know, make, like, put our product out there to be better. And dude, she was like, well, that could lead to a bunch of nice career goals. I said, I don't want a career. I said, I want financial freedom. I don't want.
You want that independence and not having a job and be able to do whatever you want all day, every day.
Exactly. And I'm not saying that I'm just gonna sit here and kick back and chill. I'm gonna fucking eat shit until I have to be able to get to where I need to go. And if that means, like, bro, I'm getting tired of eating pork chops, but guess what? I'm gonna have to keep eating them, boys. I even went and got it's called a cookbook.
Hey, I know you. You'll come up with some more creative ways to come up with some good old pork chops.
I got a question for you. Do you think I should post a little cooking video or two, just to show people what's happening?
Hey, just post. You could do that, or post some pictures of some stuff you cooked previously, like them speckled sea trout we did that one day. I think it was last 4th of July.
Yep.
That was on your own point.
And honestly, you can do any fish like that.
Oh, you really can.
You want to know where I learned that from?
Where?
So, when I was in Sicily, I went into this kitchen. And I was back there for 2 hours while everybody else at the table ate. And I learned how they cook their fish. And so, you know, sea salt, and then you stuff it with like whole oregano and lemons, and then you put a little bit of fish stock underneath there. You bring it up to a simmer on the stovetop. You put the fish on a rack. You put the oven at like 300, and you let it sit, and you let it steam. You put some foil over top and let it steam. And then I learned how to make a marinara sauce that they served with like cold skate. So what they do is they boil the like skate, or what's the other name for a skate?
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to sit here and think about it.
It's part of the shark family. Stingray. Stingray. And what they do is they cut the wings off, they boil the wings, and then they set it aside, let it cool, scrape the skin off with a spoon, and then pour the pre-made marinara sauce over it. Amazing. And then,
shit, I bet that little picture over there would have said so.
Which one?
About the stingray, that one up there.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Hey, you should go ahead and explain your the pictures, what you got up there.
Oh, back up there. Pretty much, we got your freshwater game fish in North America. You got your bass, largemouth, smallmouth, bass. You got all sorts of different little trout. You got all your different sorts of panfish. What else? You got your catfish are on up there. There you got the fish of Gulf of Mexico, which would be their saltwater counterparts. Everything you got shark, drum, stingray, marlin, tarpon. You got all that kind of stuff. So,
And what about your those trophy legends in your fish tank that you're raising?
well, trophy legends right there. Yeah, there's some big guys right there. You got the old beta fish. They're a bunch of little crazy people.
Yeah.
Uh,
Have you named them?
no,
Why?
I just hadn't.
You don't have
really, how am I going to tell apart them dudes? Like, I get them all.
They're really getting after it in there, man. They're doing some laps.
Yeah. I know it's about feeding time too.
Oh.
They still got a few minutes. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So do you feed them every single time on the minute every time you feed them?
No, usually probably within half an hour. They'll be fine if I'm late or not, and they ain't gonna starve.
Are you gonna feed them here shortly?
Probably right before I go to work.
Well, shit. Would you mind showing the audience how you feed your fish?
No, it ain't nothing crazy. But no, well, I ain't gonna do that. It can get messy if that frozen food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We might have to make a dedicated video to that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To the fish feeding, because
you can get it. You can get that food on your finger. Stick your finger down in there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the beta fish, he'll come up and nibble on your finger, and sometimes he tries to take your damn finger with it. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, you can just do it on your finger, swirl around it, it'll fall off. They'll get it.
So, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Oh Lord, we talking stingrays, drum? What we talking here?
Let's do freshwater first.
Freshwater, probably largemouth, probably a foot, a little bigger. Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like some of these lunkers you see these dudes catching on these shows. Like, bro, where y'all find these at?
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Uh-huh.
It's them big ass bass boats they got.
They got all their high tech GPS stuff on there and sonar. I go, oh look, there's one.
And what about salt?
So probably some stingrays. They caught them probably every bit of 3 foot wide from wingtip to wingtip.
Really?
They're out. Go ahead.
I said, how's fighting those things?
Oh well, that's what I was about to get into.
Oh, go ahead.
I caught that specific one. That was a big one. We were out on kayaks.
Really?
Me and one of my buddies hooked into that thing. That thing started dragging me. I'm like, oh, this ain't good. Hey, drag me over there to that little shoal over there. Drug it over there and took like 10, 15 minutes to get that thing in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, so how do we get the hook out of this thing? How do we pick this thing up and flip it over?
What did you catch him on?
Honestly, I don't even remember, guys. Probably 2016, 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Probably mullet.
That's very possible, knowing me.
Probably mullet.
Mullet's the way to go for saltwater people. FYI.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're
make sure you keep them aerated if you catch them live.
That is the tip when it comes to keeping live bait is if you do catch them, make sure that you have an aerator in your 5-gallon bucket. If any of our listeners, hey, if you got any knowledge about fishing techniques, leave them in the comments below.
Yeah, we're always open to new stuff.
Always open to new content.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you are a expert, come on the show. Tell us what you know, because we're here to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and dive into the entertainment industry. Something that you are a little bit more informed than I am. Country music.
Yes, I don't look at me. I don't really keep up with that mess.
Well, I mean, you know more about country music than I do. Probably barely,
I mean, barely,
barely.
if any.
Um, Morgan Wallace.
Wallen.
Wallen.
Mm-hmm. Before you get destroyed in the comment section.
Oh, yes. Wallen. Mr. Wallen said some profane things, i.e., racial slurs.
Rip to his career.
You think his career's over?
No, they'll find a way. Once they pull him off the radio, they'll probably never get back on the radio, but you still got all your YouTubes and all that mess. You can still play on maybe Spotify. I don't know.
No, he'll be gone on Spotify.
Oh, really?
Spotify's killed a lot more people for a lot less than.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's probably done on Spotify. Radio's dropping. What else can you listen to music on? YouTube, Spotify, radio.
Unless you bought one of his CDs, I think.
Yeah.
Because remember R. Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
I think you can still listen to R. Kelly on YouTube.
Probably, maybe.
I don't think he's on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I can't tell you the last time I even listened to music, but I mean, he's done for. I think he's done for. With the climate that America has today, you don't get away with that. It doesn't matter who you are. And even the black community is trying to cut out that word.
Oh, yeah.
And he used the ER.
Yeah, that don't help his cause either.
Nah. Like, he may have been able to weasel out if he used the A.
Mm-hmm.
But he used the ER, man. And that is derogatory. Like, nobody even jokes around with that word. The ER version.
It's like, bro, it's 2021. Come on now, people.
Bruh. And everybody has a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's filming.
Yeah, especially like you're Morgan Wallen. Everybody knows who you are.
Yeah.
You walk out the door, you got at least 4 cameras on you at the bare minimum.
Oh yeah.
If you're around saying some stupid crap like that, well, busted.
Yeah, no joke. Going into our last topic, we are cutting the show a little bit short this afternoon. Nearby is a website that makes it more possible. It's a recent startup out of Silicon Valley, out in Oakland, California. Makes it possible for you to shop local. What do you think about that, Gil? What do you think? Do you think that'd be something that is worth looking into?
Oh, about like local small businesses and stuff.
Yes, like
go
ahead.
So they like trying to use that app or website or whatever, so that way they can promote the small businesses like across the country or just in that area.
So I think I just saw it on the news this morning. I don't see a website for them right now. Oh yes, here it is. But oh no, that's in India.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you know anything about India, I ain't buying nothing there.
No.
But I don't see anything right now. I know it's such a new startup to where who knows where it goes. I think it's an excellent idea.
Oh yeah, it's more like small businesses. They employ as many, if not more people than all your big name places across the country. So I mean,
I don't know.
Walmart huge.
Yeah,
Amazon's huge.
The number one employer in the country, I think. Like single company wise.
So we'll have to look those stats up and see. I know like small business, that's a lot of people too. hmm I mean, more you support small business, more you help the little guy instead of the big guy.
Yeah, no kidding. And
hmm
that's really the name of the
Especially
game.
if all the shutdowns and crap that we were talking about a little bit ago. I mean,
Yeah, no kidding. I just hope that all these small businesses are able to survive, able to
hmm
make something happen.
hmm
I mean, even
And so like back to these guys, I'll go. They got a local fish store around there. I'll go get all my crap from them instead of going to PetSmart. Everybody and their mama goes to PetSmart.
yeah,
Go help them dudes out.
yeah, and then it's unfortunate because due to losses, they have to hawk like.
Hawk the prices up.
hmm
hmm
Um, so if you can, guys, shop local if you can.
Yeah.
Um, buy local and do what you can to support the community because hey, I mean, we can't have a Walmart on every corner. I mean, shit,
No,
we
they
almost
try
already
though.
do.
That's how
Yeah,
they try.
and I mean, help the little guy survive because we don't all
hmm
always want to be employees. Some of us have to chase our
hmm
dreams. Some of us have to
hmm
provide that thing. To the world. Like
hmm
what we're doing right now is we're providing you guys entertainment with stocks and markets and
hmm
investing.
And we are by no means experts.
Not even by the slightest experts, but we do our best to keep you and ourselves informed and entertained.
Uh-huh.
So to close out this statement today, we're going to go back over stock numbers. Right now, gold $1,796.17. Silver $26.13. Platinum $1,105.63. The Dow Jones is up 82%, or 8,
0.82%.
0.82%, excuse
So if
me.
that thing was 82% right now, I'd be, oh crap, I gotta go sell all my crap up right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Let me go get rich.
Uh-huh.
S&P 0.81%, the Nasdaq 0.88%, and the Russell 2K 1.69%. Looking like it's going to be a pretty stagnant day out there. Post lunch trading, nobody seems like they're really doing anything. I guess we're waiting for what's going to be coming from the government with the new spending bill that's coming out.
Yeah, stimulus spending and all that crap.
Yeah. Give me the money. I'll put it. Let me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on getting my ounce of gold. So just go ahead and drop it. Let this gold asking price drop about 1,400.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go
See
ahead.
that as an extra tax return for the year till they want that crap back.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm-hmm. But well, I got it, and we'll let it make me some more money.
Let's let it make us some money.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm Frag.
And I'm Gil.
Thank you for enjoying. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, comment below, and until next time, peace.
Deuces.